It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
To throw again on second down. Jackson.
Well, there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On the return, Jackson. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 134 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run with Sanders. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Hill. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. To take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Patrick on Wassor up to make the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On second down, it's Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Hill. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at its second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Zerline's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go. It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
82.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jackson now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hill. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Wentz. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They give it off here to the tight end. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
We got this.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Hey. 4 down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Draw play. Ingram now. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 15. 1:52 to play. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. 30.
Wentz now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
That's a real nice job right there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The previous play is under review.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Intended for Nick Boyle. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5 and 10. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.